Hello and welcome to the Crafternoon Room. Today we will be making very hungry caterpillars. To begin, you will need a platform, a Kleenex box or a Parmesan container, a pencil, large scissors for you to use, paint or markers, white glue, green felt and red felt, white paper, and red and green construction paper. You will not need to use all of these items, so please choose what works best for you. If you decided to use the Parmesan container, get some green felt and measure the length of the container as well as the circumference. I measured about 6 inches for the length, and the circumference was about 9.5 inches. I cut it out, and then, using green and red felt, I measured 2 circles by tracing around the top of the Parmesan container, and I cut them out. I cut the red felt circle in half to define it looking more like a mouth. I then glued on the green felt around the container and the green circle on the bottom and the red half circles on top. Then I cut out 2 ovals and I colored them yellow and green for the eyes and I glued them on. Then I took some recycled cardboard and I drew 2 small antennae about 1 inch long and I cut them out. I cut out a circular nose and I glued it on with the antenna. If you decided to use the Kleenex box, the first thing I did was remove the plastic lining. I then opened up the side of the box, cutting off 3 of the flaps, 1 large flap and 2 small flaps. Then I painted one of my boxes and the other one I glued on green construction paper. I measured the Kleenex box length about 9 inches and the side width being 3 inches and the top width being a little over 4.5 inches. I cut out 4 pieces from the green construction paper and I glued them on. For the top part where you cover the hole in the box, I made sure that I cut that into almost half so I could cut out a moon shape, creating an opening for the box for the mouth. Then I took my red construction paper and I measured out a square about 4 inches by 4 inches. Then I cut out a red circle and I cut out a moon shape in the bottom half of the circle that matched the half moon in the top of the Kleenex box. I cut out 2 ovals and I colored them green and yellow and I glued them on as well as the head. Then I drew a nose and I used the extra Kleenex box flaps to draw antenna and I cut them out and glued them on. If you decided to get your child to assist you in this activity and they painted a Kleenex box, you can cut a torso for the caterpillar from green construction paper measuring a length of about 8 inches. And then you cut out a red circle for the head and cut out 2 oval eyes and color them green and yellow and glue them onto the head. Then cut out a half moon measuring about 2.5 to 3 inches in width. And then you can stick it on your painted box. But remember, don't glue the whole caterpillar on so you can lift it to retrieve the food once your child has fed the caterpillar. Get creative with your caterpillars, and you can always draw caterpillar bodies on the Kleenex boxes if you like, or draw antennae and noses. Don't forget to cut out all the wonderful food that Jenny put on Google Classroom. You can print out the food from your printer, or you can assist your child to draw the food. Have fun in your Crafternoon room with your very hungry caterpillar.